You know, it's not very often that I'm truly wowed by a shot-on-video movie. And by wowed, I mean actually blown away by the overall quality of the movie. Shot-on-video movies have a horrible reputation for being made on the ultra cheap and sometimes being borderline unwatchable, or completely unwatchable. But then I saw Mr. Ice Cream Man, and boy was I surprised. Now, I don't think Mr. Ice Cream Man is a masterpiece by any means, but damn it, the movie is worth watching. But perhaps I'm showing my hand a little bit too early, so why don't we dive into the plot? Just a quick warning, this review contains spoilers. If you don't want spoilers, I'll put up timestamps on screen for you to skip to. Or, if you don't care, then please continue. Our story takes place in a small town where, with every passing day, more children are going missing. Here, we meet elementary school student Joey, who's walking to school alone with his friends Emily and Roland. And I think that's a young Bill Jensen, but he's not important.
Don't you dare say that!
Like any other kid would, they all get excited when the ice cream man rolls by. But something is a little off about this guy. He's quiet and he's a little too friendly at points. You know, inviting kids to the back of his ice cream truck for free sweets. Mr. Ice Cream Man is a creep. So much so, in fact, that he catches the attention of investigator Jeff Haley, whose job is to teach the children about stranger danger. Joey's birthday party is coming up soon, and his older sister Samantha is trying to make it as fun of a birthday for little Joey as possible. You see, Samantha acts as little Joey's caretaker because Joey's mother died while giving birth to him. So it's up to Samantha to watch after him, and it seems to work because he's a very bright kid. Even Jeff seems to think so much so that Jeff and Samantha end up dating for a little bit, which doesn't seem to have much bearing on the rest of the story, but I digress. Shit starts to really hit the fan when this pair of joggers decide to piss off our creepy ice cream man by making fun of him.
Just tell me what you want, and I'll get it for you.
Why, it's you, Pee-wee. Bow ties just turn me on.
Are you making fun of me?
What makes you think that, you romper room reject?
No soda for you. And I mean it.
Oh, boo-hoo. I'm so hurt. Now shut up and take your ass back to the circus, you idiotic clown.
Oh, come on. These insults are just so sophomoric. It's like I'm watching a PG-rated horror movie. Or not. But then, uh-oh. You want to know what happens next? Let's just say one of the joggers gets her just desserts. You suck! I know. And then the next day is the big day, Joey's birthday party. This evening, our friend Roland leaves the house for Joey's party after his deadbeat father gives him a little lip.
Boy, what party?
I told you I was going to my friend Joey's birthday party.
Boy, you ain't got no friends.
Like, what an asshole.
Dumb boy.
On his way to the party, Roland ends up getting chased by the ice cream man in his truck into the woods, and, spoiler alert, little Roland unfortunately doesn't survive this encounter, and the ice cream man escapes before the police arrive and identify the body. During Joey's birthday party, the power gets cut, and then Samantha gets an alarming phone call from Jeff, who warns her that Joey's classmate was found dead and is on the loose. To everyone's horror, little Emily was somehow dumb enough to let the ice cream man inside, and everyone is then forced to fight for their lives. During this whole debacle, we learn something truly dark and twisted about Joey's past. You see, the ice cream man is actually Joey's father. When he was a kid, the ice cream man was abandoned by his mother, and one day, he ended up raping Joey's mother. She didn't want to abort Joey though, so she delivered him and unfortunately passed away during childbirth. It's actually pretty sad, and on top of that, thankfully, this plot twist is actually justified. And then, Jeff shows up and kicks the ice cream man's ass, and the movie ends. Yeah, it literally ends just like that.
Psych!
Now, I know what you're thinking. That was a pretty elaborate plotline for an SOV, wasn't it? Sure, it's not ultra deep, but I think that Mr. Ice Cream Man is written just well enough that it will keep your attention throughout, although there are a handful of rather dull moments. The acting is a big mixed bag. The kid actors, while hamming it up at points, are adorably charming, and they put their all into their roles. Writer-director Mack is also really good as the Ice Cream Man. He definitely comes off as menacing at points. But aside from them, all of the other actors are ridiculously wooden. Sometimes their performances are so wooden that it's laughable.
Does anyone in here know what I mean by street awareness?
Is it anything like Street Fighter?
Is it what you need to know, so you won't wind up missing?
That's pretty good. What's your name?
Oh man. Damn it. But by far the best aspect of this movie is its technical elements. Mr. Ice Cream Man was shot over the course of 4 months with very limited crew, with maybe 3 to 4 crew members maximum per shooting day. And on top of that, a budget of $8,000. I thought at the very least this movie had a budget of maybe $20,000 because of just how clean and professionally done it is. The camera work is very, very well done throughout, for the most part. The sound mixing is clean, and the lighting, my god, they did such a good job with the lighting. Some of these shots are actually beautiful, and personally, I think the movie would look awesome if it was shot on 35mm. Unfortunately though, this movie was made in the early 1990s, when film still prevailed as a medium and was way out of the price range of the filmmakers. So instead, the movie was shot on Beta SP, which was the best quality a shot-on-video movie could achieve without just looking like an amateur film. And this movie is far from amateurish. It almost looks like a made-for-TV original movie when compared to your average micro-budget gore fest. One of my favorite things about this movie is that it doesn't need gore to be entertaining. There's very little blood, let alone actual gore, and the effects we do get are very well done, but it doesn't matter. This is an indie horror movie that has so much more to offer than just non-stop gore and guts. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I highly recommend you pick up a copy from sovhorror.com. The original VHS and DVD copies of this movie not only have god-awful transfers, but on top of that, they now go for ridiculous prices. But hey, don't you worry, because sovhorror.com put out this fantastic new DVD release in 2020. The movie comes beautifully remastered from the original video materials, with a slew of extras, from commentaries to interviews to a surprisingly informative featurette where David Hayes gives some insight into Dead Alive Productions, who were the movie's original distributors. But hey, I don't want to spoil all the fun, so if you're interested, pick up a copy from sovhorror.com. This movie is absolutely worth the purchase, and I would recommend you watch it at least once if you like shot-on-video movies. The link to buy the movie will be in the description. If you liked this video, be sure to like it and leave a comment, and until next time, thank you for watching, everybody. I love y'all.